Hi, my name is Peter Loddengaard, and for my senior project, I will be creating a user-friendly wine collection inventory management system, and my technical advisor is Dr. Reza Paragabagher. In this presentation, I'll discuss my problem statement. We will take a look at a few of the existing wine inventory management systems out there. I'll describe the type of software that I'm choosing to use. I will describe my approach to an ergonomic analysis and the statistics that back up that ergonomic analysis, and then I'll go over the expected deliverables for this project. So now I'll let you have a minute to read my problem statement. So these are just a few of the issues that wine collectors run into when managing their inventories. And when collections can be hundreds or even thousands of bottles, then that means there's a lot of money at stake for improperly managing your inventory. Now let's take a look at some of the existing software out there and some of the shortcomings. On the bottom left, you can see a website called VineNote, and as you can see, there are a lot of fields to fill out on this page, and that can get very tedious if the user wanted to use this system every time they check a bottle in or out of their inventory. The top right, there's a website called Seller Tracker, which is one of the more popular systems out there. And part of the problem with Seller Tracker is that it's not very easy to see the inventory that you've put into your system. And finally, on the bottom right, you can see the software from the personal wine curators. And as you can see, the form is very cluttered and the navigation method is not clear, and there's so many words and buttons on the page that it's hard to tell what's going on. So there's obviously a lot of room for improvement. Now let's talk about the type of software that I'm going to use. My first thought was to use Microsoft Access, and the pros for this are that one, Microsoft Access is part of the industrial engineering curriculum at Cal Poly, and so I'm already very good with it and used it in my internship last summer. But the cons are that it is a less practical software package in industry. So instead of Access, I've chosen to use Ruby on Rails, which is an up-and-coming software tool that aids in web application development. And the benefit to using Ruby on Rails is that I can make anything that I would want to make on Microsoft Access, but on a web application. And also, as I mentioned earlier, Ruby on Rails is a big up-and-coming software tool, and so it is more applicable to industry if I wanted to move into the software industry. The only downside is that I don't already know it, and I'm having to spend a lot of time learning Ruby on Rails. Next, let's discuss the subject of web page ergonomics. This is a very important field because web pages need to be designed so that all users, technical and non-technical users, can use the interface seamlessly. A lot of research has been done in this field, and one of the most prominent methods that is used is the F-layout method, and this essentially means laying out the web page in the shape of an F. This has proved to be one of the more effective ergonomic web page layouts, and then user questionnaires will be used to get feedback from the users on improvements that can be made to the design. This leads to the statistical analysis, which will aid in the ergonomic design. Multiple layouts and navigation methods will be implemented into the design of the wine inventory management system, and statistics will be taken on sample users, tracking the number of clicks and the time it takes to complete a specified task. And the results of this statistical analysis will help determine which navigation method or web form layout was the most user-friendly. Also, Google Analytics can be used as an aid for recording these statistics and also providing all sorts of other kind of information on how users are using your web page. And this brings us to our deliverables for the project, which include a wine inventory management web application, a statistical analysis to determine the most ergonomic user interface, an economic analysis that will look into how much money can be lost from bad inventory management, and a senior project report. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my presentation, and if you have any questions for me, please feel free to contact me at the email address that I've listed. Thank you.